Hello students, today I'm going to introduce the topic of triangle congruency to you. In other words, how do you prove that two triangles are exactly the same side lengths, exactly the same side angles, and without using a ruler or a protractor to carefully measure each one? Well, there are some math proofs. There are actually 5 of them, and there are 2 that are not. And I want to quickly write down the letters that they go by and then take you through some examples. We have side, side, side. In other words, if all 3 sides are exactly the same length, they will be congruent. We have side, angle, side, and that's if you have 2 sides and the angle in between them are all the same. Those are congruent. You have angle, side, angle. In other words, you've got 2 congruent angles, and then the sides, let's see, it'd be the side between those 2 angles. If those are the same, the 2 triangles are congruent. And then you have angle, angle, side. If you have 2 angles and a side that's not between them that are congruent, those triangles are congruent. Now, if you have a right triangle only, you've got one more called HL for hypotenuse leg. In other words, if you have the hypotenuses are identical and one leg, then the 2 right triangles are congruent. Now, there are 2 that look like they would be proofs, but they're not. First of all, angle, angle, angle. It would seem that if you've got 2 triangles with all 3 angles the same, those would be congruent. But think of an equilateral triangle where you got 60, 60, 60. You could have a small triangle and you could have a great big one, all with 60 degrees. So angle, angle, angle is not a proof, nor is, and I know you may laugh, but it's angle, side, side. If you have an angle and 2 sides that are congruent, that's not enough to be proof. So these 2 are not proofs, these 5 are. So let me erase those and walk you through some examples here. In example 1, we've got tick mark goes with that tick mark, single tick mark with single tick mark, double tick mark with double tick mark. In other words, side, side, side. These are congruent. Here we have another side, side, side. Those 2 go together, those 2 go together, and the common side is always congruent. So you have 3 congruent sides, therefore by side, 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 these 2 triangles are congruent. In number 3, let's see what we've got. We've got side, angle, side. Side, angle, side. Okay, so by side, angle, side, these 2 are congruent. Here again, we have another side, angle, side. We have the double tick mark side, the shared side, and then the angle between them. So side, angle, side. The angle has to be between the 2 sides. All right, let's look at some more examples. All right, in number 5, let's see, what do we have? We have an angle. That single tick mark goes with that single tick mark. We have a common side that's congruent, and a double tick mark with a double tick mark. So in other words, angle, side, angle. Similarly over here, we have a single tick mark, goes with that single tick mark. We have a common side and a double tick mark with a double tick mark. So angle, side, angle. Angle, side, angle. And in 7 and 8, we have angle, angle, side. Let's see if you can spot it. We have the angle, double tick mark here, double tick mark there. Angle, angle, and a common side. Now notice this side is not between the 2 angles like it is up here where you have angle, side, angle. This is angle, angle, side because the side is not between the 2. Angle, angle, side. Now, what do we have over here? It looks like we've got an angle, an angle. Ah, there's another angle here and here. They're vertical, aren't they? So we have angle, angle, side. Angle, angle, side. AAS. Okie dokie. In number 9, I can see that we've got right triangles. Do we have a common hypotenuse? Yes, we do. Is there a leg that's also common? Yes, we do. So this is by HL, hypotenuse, leg. These two are congruent. Now, at number 10, it got cut off, so let me change this up here a little bit. Number 10, I notice that these two are right triangles because vertical angle, that has to be a right angle. Do we have a hypotenuse that's congruent for both? Well, 3 tick marks there, 3 tick marks there, sure enough. Do we have a leg that's congruent for both? That leg and that leg, sure. So by HL, hypotenuse, leg, those two right triangles are congruent. And let's go back here. Now, let's take a look at number 11. We have angle, angle, angle. Is that a congruence proof? No, it's not. Remember, angle, angle, angle is not a proof because they could be big or they could be small and still have the same angles. Number 12, similarly, angle, 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 angle. We can't prove that the two are congruent. They look congruent, but we can't prove them. How about in number 13? Let's see, we've got a side, 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 side. So yes, by side, 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 these are congruent. How about 14? We have an angle, side, side. Angle, side, side. Okay, remember there's no ASS, no angle, side, side. So while they look congruent, you can't prove that they are. All right, let's see what we got in 15. We have an angle, a side, and an angle. Angle, side, angle. Okay, those are congruent by angle, side, angle. Let's see what we've got here. We've got an angle, a side, and a side. An angle, a side. Okay, there's no ASS, so those are not congruent. 17, we have an angle. Let's see, no, what do we have? A side, angle, side, side, angle, side. So yes, those are congruent by side, angle, side. I can't see number 18, so I'm going to move that up here and all right, well, number 18, what do we got here? Well, we know vertical angles are congruent, so we have an angle, angle, angle. Are those congruent? No, they're not. Angle, angle, angle is not a proof. How about 19? We have the vertical angles, they're congruent, so we have angle, side, angle, side. Is that a congruent statement? Angle, side, nope. So we can't prove that either of those two are congruent. And 20, what do we have here for number 20? We have an angle and a side, an angle, so that's not congruent. Here we have angle, angle, side, okay. Angle, angle, side, so yes, those are congruent by angle, angle, side. Let's see, 22, I'm too lazy to enlarge it. It looks like they've got an angle, and an angle, 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 and so that's not a proof. And let's see, number 23, we have angle, angle, side, angle, angle, side. So yes, those are congruent by angle, angle, side. So let's review the 5 proofs. Side, 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 angle, side, angle, side, angle, 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 side, And if it's a right triangle, hypotenuse leg. What's not a proof? Angle, 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 and ASS, angle, side, side.